The Pokemon Go World Championships is this weekend, where we will be crowning the best Pokemon Go PvP player in the world. But even if that's not you, there's still things to do. Introducing the World Championships event in Pokemon Go. Today we're running through this full event, everything you need to know, and some tips and tricks, so let's get into it. This event is going to be August 11th at 10 a.m. to August 15th at 8 p.m., so only 4 days. Bonus during the event, you're going to be able to do up to 50 Go Battle League battles every single day. The leagues available are going to be Great League, Ultra League, and Master League, by the way. Also, Pokemon encounters from PvP will have no IV floor, meaning you can get PvP IV Pokemon from reward encounters. In terms of wild spawns, we'll see Machop, Chinchou, Wooper, Sableye, Meditite, Spheal, Drillbur, Scraggy, Bunnelby, Wooloo, and rare spawns for Onix and Lickitung. Once raids will have an exclusive World Championship 2023 Pikachu, Alolan Sandshrew, Gligar, and Scraggy. 3-star raids will be Skarmory, Galarian, Stunfisk, and the new Passimian. That's going to be the new Pokemon for the event. We'll talk about it a bit further. 5-star raids will be Cresselia, which I do not believe will know Grass Knot, and Mega raids will be Mega Gyarados. The new shiny for the event, by the way, is going to be Shiny Scraggy and Scrafty, and there's going to be exclusive avatar items in the shop, including a World's jersey and a World's jacket, and also a World's tee. Also, you can get some exclusive moves by evolving. Evolving Alolan Sandshrew into Alolan Sandslash will get Shadow Claw, Machoke into Machamp will get Legacy Payback, Seal into Dugong will get Fast Attack, Legacy Ice Shard, and Charge Attack, Legacy Icy Wind. Evolving Celio into Walrein will get the Fast Attack Powder Snow and Charge Attack Icicle Spear, both being legacies, and finally Galarian Linoone into Obstagoon will get the Charge Attack Obstruct. Finally, by watching the Pokemon Go World Championships, which you can watch on Pokemon Go's Twitch channel or on the official Pokemon YouTube channel, there will be codes dropping in the chat there where you can get some exclusive in-game rewards, including exclusive t-shirt, as well as some exclusive timed research tasks. So definitely go ahead and tune in to the World Championships. It's one of the best ways to improve in PvP as well, and it's going to be some great battles to watch there. Now, we also have some exclusive research going down during this event. Starting with the field research task, we're going to have the task, catch 7 Pokemon for the World's Pikachu, trade a Pokemon for Passimian, battle in the Go Battle League for 1,000 Dust. There's also going to be tasks for Spheal, Zigzagoon, Sandshrew, Magikarp, Spheal, and Wimpod, but I need to head to bed and they haven't announced those, so just link below if you want to find what those are. League Duck will update you. Also, there'll be an exclusive timed research task. The tasks are going to be on screen, and it does lead you to an elite fast TM, so an amazing time research to complete. Just requires you to do, a couple battles in Go Battle League versus Grunts, all that stuff. Definitely complete this. Finally, there'll be an exclusive timed research available to people who watch the Twitch live stream of the Pokemon Go World Championship stream. You have to watch the live stream for 30 minutes on Twitch, and then you will get access to a one-time code. Can only be used one person. I got mine, and it leads to a choice time research, which is inspired by the last year's World Championship team, getting you some cool encounters. So if you do want that exclusive time research, go tune in to the Twitch stream for about 30 minutes, watch some battles, and then enjoy the rewards. Now, with the event details away, let's get right into the tips, starting with the best wild spawns during the event, and there's a lot of them because this event is fully focused on PvP. Starting with Machop, which evolves into Machamp, Machamp being good in the Great League and the Ultra League, as well as a fighting type raid attacker, especially in that Shadow form. Great opportunities to get candies. You also see Chinchou into Lantern. Lantern has recently cemented itself as one of the best Great League Pokemon, so definitely go ahead and grab one. Wooper also comes into Quagsire, which was recently buffed, making Quagsire great in the Great League, specifically the Shadow form. Sableye is in there, my favorite Pokemon, but Sableye in the purified form is a very, very strong Great League Pokemon, so definitely worth grinding candies for it through the wild. Also, Mega Sableye is in the game if you need a good IV Sableye for that. Sableye also gets you 750 Stardust per catch, so definitely catch those Sableyes. It's going to be worth it to grind a little bit of extra Stardust during this event. Meditite's in there, which evolves into Medicham, well known as right now one of the best Great League Pokemon. A Pokemon you need on your roster. We haven't seen this spawn in a while, so definitely get a Medicham. Also, Mega Medicham is in the game if you need a good IV. Spheal's in there, which evolves into Walrein. Walrein good in the Great League, Ultra League, and you could even say in the Master League Premier Cup. Definitely an overall great Pokemon to grab, even though it was nerfed, it is still very strong. Drillbur's also in there, which evolves into Excadrill. Excadrill is going to be good in the Master League and Master Premier Cup, and also good as a ground type raid attacker. Scraggy's in there, which evolves into Scrafty, good in the Great League and the Ultra League. Bunnelby's in there, which evolves into Diggersby. Diggersby is going to be good in the Great League. Wooloo's in there, which we are recently seeing more Wooloo spawns, evolves into Dubwool, good in the Great League and the Ultra League. We don't see this spawn very often, so definitely take advantage of the Wooloo spawns. Onix is in there, which evolves into Steelix. Steelix good in the Great League and the Ultra League, a very, very tanky Pokemon, but also does have a Mega form. Finally, Lickitung's in there, which Lickitung itself itself is good in the Great League. You're gonna need some XL candies for this one, but definitely catch the Lickitungs. That moves into the raids. What are gonna be the best raids during the event? Obviously, we have the World's Pikachu. You can go ahead and shiny hunt that Pikachu. Usually every single year, the World's Costume Pikachu is a pretty rare shiny to have. So if you do end up getting, definitely keep it. Could be good for trades. Alolan Sandshrews in there, evolving into Alolan Sandslash, good in the Great League and the Ultra League, especially with the recent Drill Run move update. Gligar's in there, which evolves into Gliscor, good in the Great League and the Ultra League, especially with the wing attack buff. This thing can go absolutely off. And Scraggy's in there, which we already talked about. In the 3-stars, we see Skarmory. Skarmory's going to be good in the Great League and the Ultra League, can really lock up those grass type Pokemon. Galarian Stunfisk is in there, which again, good in the Great League and the Ultra League. Great to get XL candies for it if you don't have it for the Ultra League because you need it level 50. In the 5-stars, we have Cresselia. Cresselia has been known to be very strong in the Great League and the Ultra League, one of the best Pokemon, so definitely go ahead and raid to get yourself one for both those leagues. And finally, Mega Gyarados is in there, which is good in the Mega Master League if we ever get the return of that. A very strong Mega there, and also good as a Dark and Water type raid attacker. Now you'll notice I skipped over Passimian, the new Pokemon, and is it any good in Pokemon Go? Now, Passimian is going to be a pure fighting type Pokemon, have a base stamina of 225, attack of 222, and defense of 160, with a max CP at level 50 of 3,429. For fast moves, it can learn Counter, Rock Smash, and Takedown, and for charge moves, Brick Break, Close Combat, and Super Power. As far as raids go, this Pokemon is not going to be good. So many better fighting type raid attackers like Terrakion, Machamp, and just overall, there's just better options. In terms of PvP, this thing will be all right. Being ranked 62 in the Great League and 103 in the Ultra League, it will be able to handle certain Pokemon and have some decent matchups. The problem I'm seeing with this Pokemon is all it has is fighting type moves, meaning it can get really, really hard walled by any Ghost type, any Fairy type, any Psychic type. A Pokemon with Counter will always be strong, but there's just so many better counter users out there like Medicham, Poliwrath that just have a better versatile moveset and better stats. So overall, you can grab this thing for the Great League, but I don't see it being super meta. It's just going to be a Pokemon that can work if you need it. With that out of the way now, let's get into some legacy moves though, because we have a lot of legacy moves coming during this event and which ones are going to be the most priority to get. Starting with Alolan Sandslash getting Shadow Claw during this event. If you have any Shadow Alolan Sandshrews and regular Alolan Sandshrews, definitely evolve them during this event because Shadow Claw makes Sandslash one of the best Great League and Ultra League Pokemon. It's a move you pretty much, well, you don't need it because you can run Powder Snow, but it's very strong. Next up, Dugong. Dugong, if you evolve a Seal into Dugong, you get Ice Shard and Icy Wind. Dugong is super strong in the Great League right now. It's been on some of the top teams, and these are some Pokemon you do need. So if you have a Seal with good IVs, definitely evolve it during this event. These are a move that you definitely need to grab for PvP. That moves into Walrein. Celio into Walrein during this event gets Powder Snow and Charge Attack Icicle Spear. If you have a regular or a Shadow Celio, evolve them into Walreins. Get these legacy moves because you need them to be able to run Walrein in PvP. I don't know if your Shadow Celio still knows Frustration as a legacy move. Do not evolve it because it will not get Icicle Spear since Frustration blocks the teaching of legacy moves. So you have to wait for a Team Rocket event where you can remove Frustration before doing that. Finally, we'll talk about Galarian Linoone into Obstagoon getting Obstruct. I don't really see Obstruct as an amazing move for Obstagoon. It can be a good bait move, but I really like the Night Slash, Cross Chop moveset better. Maybe even Gunk Shot. It's an option to grab yourself some Obstagoons with Obstruct, but overall, I'm not a huge fan of it. Now, if there's one event where you need to get candy, it's going to be this event because all these Pokemon spawn in the wild are useful. So let's go through my top candy tips and make sure you follow them during this event. I know I say it every single time, but this event especially, the candies of these Pokemon are just so useful. Number one to get a lot of candy, Pineapple Berries. Use Pineapple Berries and Silver Pineapple Berries on the Pokemon during this event to grind a lot of candy, especially things like Wooloo, Sableye, Meditite that need XL candy. You're just going to get as much candy as you can during this event. Next up, you can go ahead and Mega Evolve a Pokemon. If you don't know when you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch that shares a type with that Mega, you'll get more candy, more XL candy, and more XP for catching that Pokemon. So you want to make sure you Mega Evolve the proper Pokemon during this event to get the extra candies. Now, I'm not going to lie, a lot of options for things you can Mega Evolve. You could go with something like a Mega Lopunny to get extra candies for Bunnelby, Wooloo, Meditite, Scraggy, and Lickitung, and Machop. But if you already have enough Meditite, Wooloo, or Lickitung XL candies, maybe you want to prefer to go with something like a Water type, like a Mega Slowbro, getting you extra candies for Chinchou, Wooper, Meditite, Spheal. It's really going to depend on what Pokemon you need the most XL candies for. But if we're talking about overall, I think Lopunny is going to be the best overall. Let me know in the comments section below what you're going to be Mega Evolving, but I'm probably going to go with the Lopunny. Next up, you can trade Pokemon. It's the season of hidden gems routines. Every time you trade away a Pokemon, you'll get 1 XL candy and 2 regular candies. Save all of these Pokemon that you want XL candies for during this event. Catch them, save them, trade them. If you want a lot of Wooloo XL candies, catch 100 Wooloos, trade all those away. That's 100 Wooloo XL candies. You cannot sleep on trading, especially during this event, because most of these Pokemon, the best way to get XL candies for them is to catch them, then trade them. Finally, you can go ahead and transfer Pokemon. Specifically on August 29th from 6 to 7 p.m. is Tentacool Spotlight Hour, getting you a 2x transfer candy bonus. Definitely save and as Pokemon you want XL candies for. Wooloo, Lickitung specifically, those are 2 rare Pokemon Pokemon we don't see often and transfer them then. Finally, that leads us to our Platinum Medal tips. You need 35 Platinum Medals, go from level 48 to 49. So I want to go quickly through what are the best Platinum Medals to grind during this event. Obviously, the type medals, if there's any of the Pokemon spawning in the wild that you haven't completed their type medal. For example, Sableye spawning, which, if you haven't completed your Ghost, Hex, Maniac medal, catch all those Sableyes. We also have the Scientist medal, evolve 2,000 Pokemon. Now, if you don't know, Machop, when you trade a Machop or receive it from a trade, taking it from a Machoke into Machamp is completely free. So if you and your buddy can catch a bunch of Machops, mirror trade them, and then you can go ahead, evolve Machop into Machoke for 25 candies, and then Machoke into Machamp for 0 candies, giving you a evolution for every 12 candies, helping you work on this medal and also helping you grind a little bit of extra XP. We also have the Pikachu fan medal, catch 1,000 Pikachus. If you're going to be doing those raids and research for those exclusive costume Pikachus, you can work on this medal. And also, if your friend gets some of the Pikachus, they can trade them to you, gets you more points towards this medal, because when you receive a Pikachu from trade, it gets you more points. The Rising Star medal, defeat 150 species of Pokemon in raids. Take a look at the raid roster during this event and definitely do each of these raids at least once if you haven't raided them before. For example, Passimian, a new Pokemon, do one raid for it because that'll get you 1 point towards your Rising Star medal, but definitely take a look at the raid roster and do the raids you haven't. And that is about it. That is my tips for the championship event. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, one of the best events we've had in a while in terms of meta relevance. I know some of you guys don't care about that at all. All you care about is shinies, and there's some decent shinies to hunt during this event. But overall, if you're trying to get into PvP and you really want to build a stacked roster, these next 4 or 5 days are gonna be the best days for you to play. So good luck, guys. Get out there, watch the World Championships. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one. Fall for tips. Peace.